Week 5 of the Big 3 season in Dallas, Texas, and we are 4 games down. Game 5 of the day between the three-headed monsters and the triplets from Comerica Center here in Dallas. Let's look at the updated Big 3 standings. Aliens only team now with 4 wins, but the three-headed monsters trying to join them. 3-1 record. Triplets coming 2-2 into this Week 5 battle. And welcome, Ed Cohen back with Brian Scalabrine. Before we talk about this one, hey, Killer Threes balanced, steady effort in picking up their 3rd win.
The Killer Threes are a championship caliber team in this league. Now, when they play the way that they played today, it's hard for a lot of teams to beat them. When you think about enemies, with Elijah Stewart out, it's going to be tough for them to get over that hump. Killer Threes took care of business, and now they are looking at it like that championship caliber team I thought they would become.
That is called a segue, my friend, because you talk about guys missing in this one right now. Three-headed monsters down a big piece in Rashard Lewis. Triplets, again, will be without Joe Johnson. So it's about the other guys stepping up, but no question, these are the stars. We'll have them back soon. These 2 teams will miss here today.
Yeah, Rashard Lewis is such a guy that picks his moments, and he's been so good for them. And obviously Joe Johnson, I think he's Mr. Big 3, probably the best player in the Big 3. So it's going to, different guys are going to have to take on that load, but it's not just offensively. Those guys do a lot defensively and rebounding.
So who steps up? Let's begin with a guy you interviewed earlier on CBS, Kevin Murphy, leading the Big 3 again in scoring.
Yeah, Kevin Murphy's the MVP candidate for me because with no Reggie Evans, no Rashard Lewis, he has to be the guy that carries the load, and he has done that. In the first half, he tries to get other people going, takes over in the second half, scores 23 points in each of his games. He has been a different level player.
No ISO Joe, maybe ISO Jeremy Pargo?
Yeah, Pargo, the biggest thing for him is he's got to be able to make shots, and they got to get those balls to him quicker. When they rebound the ball, he's the guy that can sprint the 4 and knock him down. He's the guy that can sprint the corner and knock him down. He needs to get some more easy shots and easy opportunities.
Let's meet the rosters presented by PNC Bank for this 5th game between the three-headed monsters and the triplets. And you're going to have, obviously, 2 teams trying to bridge the gap without their stars. But the three-headed monsters, you have Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, Kevin Murphy, and a couple of additions the last week. Quincy Miller will play his 3rd game with the three-headed monsters, along with Jamario Moon, just added from the draft pool. And the triplets will lean on the Pargo brothers, and you can't forget Ryan Hollins, especially in the pick and roll.
Yeah, Ryan Hollins is tough in the pick and roll. Quincy Miller is a great addition, can shoot from the outside. Jamario Moon has always had success in this league, so they picked him up, and he has always delivered. So it's going to be interesting to see, what different player steps up besides the 2 guys that we featured.
Yes, Gal, we saw a couple of Dallas Wings and WNBA in the building earlier today. Well, arguably the greatest in the history of women's basketball, leading the triplets. We're talking about the Hall of Famer in Lisa Leslie.
Yeah, Lisa Leslie, always prepared. I'm really interested in seeing what she has up her sleeve. Last week, without Joe Johnson, they did a high volume of pick and roll going over the top to Hollins. Let's see what she has going this game. And
Reggie Theus is back for the three-headed monsters. Only Big 3 coach to serve as an NBA coach. That was with Sacramento in the 07-08 season. And he's back to lead the three-headed monsters. This, Scout, we talked throughout the broadcast earlier, it's a big week. Week 5, you could put yourself in a great spot with a win here today. Three-headed monsters are 3-1. All right. If it was even the last game between the Killer Threes and the enemies, talk us through the odds for Game 5.
Yeah, I see it the opposite way. I don't see how Triplets is favored in this game. I think three-headed monsters are better. Kevin Murphy's the best player on the floor. Jamario Moon's experience. Miller could shoot the ball. I like three-headed monsters getting it done. Triplets, they could still struggle today.
Key rules in the Big 3. First to 50 wins it. We'll get to the break when one team scores 25. There's no game clock and a 14-second shot clock. Free throws, you get 1 shot for either 2, 3, or 4 points, depending on where the foul occurs. In Game 4, Nick Young made a 4-point shot after he was fouled shooting one from deep, and he knocked it down.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen that before. All right, let's see how this game starts out. I'm really curious on what Lisa Leslie has up her sleeve, and there it is.
Hollins in a sea of green jerseys, denied. I can hear him screaming for the foul. 3, no good for the three-headed monsters, and Pargo answers with the three.
You're going to get the steady diet of high pick and roll with Hollins rolling and them the Pargo brothers trying to get as many open threes as they can.
Three-pointer goes down, and we're tied up at 3.
I like Quincy Miller's game. He plays with a ton of confidence.
So Miller with Murphy and Mahmoud against the Pargo brothers, Jeremy Gennaro and Ryan Hollins. Deep three, Gennaro Pargo comes up way short. Save to Pargo, give to Hollins, and it turns to finish.
I'm not sure why Kevin Murphy tried to save that ball. It's going out of bounds, but that led to an easy bucket for Triplets.
Nuances of the big three when it does not hit the rim. Miller, quick release, not there. Triplets 2-2, losing a bivouac last week. Hollins on a back down, denied, hit the rim, missed. Mahmoud off the mark. Not sure if that had to be cleared or not. And the foul on the oldest player in the league, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Let's go back to that previous play.
Yeah, I would have thought it had to be cleared as well. Oh, here's the save. I mean, you can't say don't save it underneath your basket. There's only one basket. It's everyone's basket. So I was just surprised he saved it because that was going to go out of bounds on Pargo.
5-3 Triplets in the early going. Jeremy Pargo and Quincy Miller. Scal, you mentioned what he did last week. Scored 20 against the enemies. Takes Hollins off the bounce and completely misses over the backboard and out.
Well, I said Quincy Miller plays with a lot of confidence. Sometimes it's not always a good thing. Sometimes you should give the ball to Kevin Murphy, one of the best players in the Big 3.
At 5-3, get it out of the way now. Don't do this later when it's point game.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
Now, Quincy Miller.
I always admire people who, like, and they're going to take him out of the game right here. No, they're taking Mahmoud out. I always admire people that aren't the best player on the floor, but think they are.
Yep.
I always know when there's better players than me. I'm not taking any bad shots. There's an admiration about that how you can end up being that way and being confident like that.
Hollins, Miller diving for it. Pargo. They say it did hit the rim, barely.
I don't know what we're watching right now, Ed.
Not pretty. And Moon with the foul against Hollins. You know, coaches talk about continuity. Right now, these are teams that have added new players. They're missing their stars, and we're seeing the result of that.
Yeah, but Ed, continuity would be give the ball to Kevin Murphy. I don't know how much continuity you have to have. The guy is one of the best players in the league. He hasn't touched the ball yet.
Let's hear how Lisa Leslie feels about it.
That's perfect. 14 fouls. Hey, Red, we're all right. We're going to be in the bonus in a second.
Well, you know the game plan.
Way to stay aggressive, Ryan. Good job, Pargo. Gennaro.
Get downhill, get to the free throw line, and get into that early bonus. Oh, we're bringing the fire.
Reggie Theus with the counter. And how much of that is what Lisa Leslie was talking about, that, hey, get him into the bonus. You take the foul away potentially here, and, of course, you prevent Miller going to the foul line as well.
Yeah, for sure. Well, also you got to think, people don't think big men are very good, right? So I think Hollins will do all right in this, but typically they're like, man, but big men don't have ball skills to go one-on-one. So this would be an interesting matchup. Hollins, Miller.
7-footer against 6'11" Quincy Miller.
It's about to get physical right here. I'm telling you, Ed. There'll be some bodies flying.
Here we go. Game 5, bring the fire. Hollins steps into Miller, missed it. Can you explain?
No, you explain it. You be the analyst for this one. Look at this. What move is that?
I think there are about 5 fouls on this Bring the Fire, depending on how you look at it.
I give Miller credit, man. He took that hit. He was strong with it. That was something else.
Gets a stop. Goal line stand. Miller fakes. Jamario Moon. Jeremy Pargo, Gennaro Pargo, Hollins for the Triplets against Murphy, Miller, and Moon. Pargo sinks it. That's Gennaro.
Gennaro, none of these guys are going to pass up looks. You better get a hand up when you're closing out to them.
4-point shot. Murphy, no. Moon slaps it in. Hollins there with the stuff. And that's the second instance. Now, different that Murphy shot it, that you tip it right underneath to an open player.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this team, but that's just a good timeout because three-headed monsters look all out of sorts right now.
10-3 Triplets with the lead here in Dallas.
All right, so watch the closeout, hand down, buckets, and then you had the Murphy deep shot, and then Hollins gets it back, throws it down. It just looks like they're out of sorts.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it because those early shots by Miller? Is it because Moon just got there? Because Kevin Murphy hasn't touched a ball yet, except for that 4-pointer. They just looked out of sorts.
You know, we talk about three-headed monsters missing Rashard Lewis. They're also missing Jonathan Simmons. So you're riding with 4 guys: Murphy, Miller, Moon, and of course Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
Yeah. And they've had a steady diet in the past of having Reggie Evans on their team, which in the Big 3, he's like an all-time great top Mount Rushmore Big 3 player. He impacts winning that much. I still think Kevin Murphy can go off here.
Yeah.
I still think you could put Quincy Miller in the corner, stretch Hollins out, and allow Murphy to go one-on-one from the top.
10-3 Triplets with the early advantage in game number 5. One more to go after this, by the way. Power and Bivouac to round out this 6-game Big 3 ball out. Each week, fans can help select the Microsoft Big 3 Player of the Week. You can go online to Big3.com or Big 3 social media accounts to vote. We'll reveal the results from Week 5 next Sunday here from Dallas. Scour coming to you from Big D and Fire to Zone, Big 3 YouTube channel. The ball out, you played a part in it when it debuted 3 years ago at American Airlines Center, and it continues again here in Dallas, Texas. Season 5 of the Big 3.
Yeah, I like it. I like when all the teams play on the same day. Good D by the Triplets.
Jeremy Pargo, he loves that 4-point shot. Flips it up.
This is where they should be, right here. Jamario Moon's got to get out of the way and let this guy go to work.
Murphy decked, and he's fouled by Moon, rather Hollins.
Now, basketball is an interesting sport because if any player believes another player is being selfish, it will spread throughout your team like that. And opposite, too. We've seen Three's Company today with the unselfish play, and it took over the game. So right now, three-headed monsters have played some selfish basketball, but doesn't mean they can't turn this thing around quickly.
And this is the guy to do it. Kevin Murphy, Big 3's leading scorer. Enter this one today, averaging 26 per game, and more impressively, it's not like he's had one huge game and a couple of bad ones. He's scored at least 23 each of the first 4 weeks.
For sure. And one thing about him, as we know how valuable, Hollins, great hustle. Oh, yeah.
That was on the rim. It came flying airborne. And there's a foul. Don't think there's goaltending, but there was so much that happened on that attempt.
Now take a look. Shot goes up. Hollins, no one can really block him out because of the dribble handoff. And he gets it back, goes up. Good battle.
So it gets 1 shot for 2. Big 3 veteran. Passed with Three's Company, the Aliens, and the Killer Threes. Timeout on the floor. Triplets 12-5 advantage. And hold on 1 second.
Dance team is ready. They subbed them out. Said, hold on here, we ain't doing dance team. Everyone thought it was a break. The higher powers that be said no break.
Lisa Leslie smiling, was about to go into a timeout. Miller launches and hits.
That's a great shot for Miller. Little action, peel out to the corner. They leave you open from right there. Knock that thing down.
He's guarding Pargo. Small against big. Collins sets a staggered screen. Pargo the drive. Finishes strong.
Yeah, a little miscommunication defensively, but nice job by Pargo turning that corner.
Ooh. Not the intention. Triplets 14, three-headed monsters 8. And the lob on the pick and roll, knocked down twice. It's loose. This has been the story of the game. Haphazard. Pargo loops it up. Murphy has that look of a guy who wants to take over, as Moon misses, but it just has not happened yet.
No, I think Murphy's frustrated, to be honest with you.
Wow, Collins finishing through the contact, and he wanted an N1.
He should have had an N1. That was I think he did it on purpose. Take a look. That's a shoulder, Chuck. You know what? Let's keep playing.
Yeah, the Cowboys practice right around the corner from here in Frisco. That looked more like training camp than anything else. Collins reaching from behind, and the stuff assisted by Pargo.
Yeah, they need to figure out this pick and roll coverage. Bridget Diaz trying to figure it out on the fly.
13 for Ryan Hollins. Miller can't answer. And Moon held Pargo going for the rebound.
All right, take a look. Miscommunication. Hollins right to the front of the rim. Lob City. I like the way Hollins gets out of that screen. Doesn't really set it, doesn't really hold it. Very similar. Remember when you covered the Knicks, David Lee?
Oh.
You know, a little brush screening out, puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Always fun to get the names from the past.
Yeah, David Lee is good at getting out of screen quick, and I think guards prefer that. Give them more space to work.
Fade away from 2. Jeremy Pargo to beat the clock.
All triplets today. I got this one wrong. I thought Kevin Murphy would be the dominant force that we've seen in the past, but seems frustrated out there.
Thought he heard you. That was close. In and out. Gennaro Pargo against Quincy Miller. Nothing doing. Reset, 3 to shoot. Jeremy Pargo, fadeaway, deep 3. Off the mark, missed the rim, and a shot clock violation. Last week, you didn't have Joe Johnson. You're the Triplets. No. You're facing a bivouac team that finally got over the hump, 50-46. Murphy off the mark, batted around again. Pargo avoids Ice Cube and kept it alive. Fadeaway over Murphy. Moon, a former triplet. Murphy the drive and the finish, blowing by Pargo.
For three-headed monsters, it's just about their spacing. If they can lock that in, Murphy will have space to work, and these guys like Mario, Jamario Moon, and Quincy Miller will be able to make open shots.
Murphy now with 4. Jeremy, spin cycle.
Oh,
nice touch from Pargo.
He gave him the too little. He gave him the too little. You can't give a guy 7 inches taller than you the too little.
Murphy from 4, no. Miller from 3, yes.
Oh, he gonna give him back the too little.
All right, Now it's heating
Oh,
up.
what's going on here? Oh, we pushed the official. This is going crazy. Look, Ice Cube is loving it. He's grinning over there.
Pargo. Alonzo G went through his legs. Quincy Miller scoops up the loose change.
Hey, Quincy Miller talking to someone on the sideline. One thing you know, Quincy Miller is in here.
Pargo puts on the brakes to his brother Gennaro. Miller launches. Got it!
He is in the building!
Quincy Miller.
Talking smack to the team, the triplets, talking smack to the fans. He is in the building.
A 10-2 run for the three-headed monsters. Pargo trying to answer, lost the handle, but Murphy is called for the foul.
All right, here it is. Miller, nice shot, lets it go. Now he's talking to someone on this sideline, talking to someone on the other sideline, getting involved in the officiating.
It's the beauty of going to college down the road. Miller went to Baylor. You come to Dallas, you're going to know somebody out there.
All I know is that fans in the front row are in the game here. They are jawing with Quincy Miller.
Alonzo G didn't clear it.
Smart.
Did not
very
clear it in the
smart
corner.
play. Smart play by Jamario Moon. He knew he didn't clear it, so he let him lay it up as opposed to trying to fight it. As soon as that shot went up, he backed his arms back, said didn't clear. That's why he's a vet in this league.
Gerda Gatling, one of the three officials with David Posner and Levon Zakarian, launched the corner official. She's out of view there, but she had her arm up and hadn't released the fist to say ball had been cleared. Miller.
He is in here. Keep talking. Keep on talking. I am in the building.
He's got 13.
Oh, they love it. Look at the fans. They're loving it. I'm loving it too.
Pargo gets it to the break with a big three, and now he's telling Scal too much talking.
Nah, it's not me talking. Well, I mean, I am talking, but I'm talking for them. Take a look. Here it is. Up. It's good. Lots and lots and lots of talking right now.
He lets the shot do the talking. 27-20, Triplets lead by 7 at the break.
Give Quincy Miller a lot of credit getting back into this game.
This is great theater. This is Dallas drama. A 7-point game at halftime of Game 5 of the Ball Out. Is that the best? I mean, you just don't know what you're going to see at the Ball Out and certainly in the Big 3.
Even Ed was bobbing his head and swaying back and forth. Like, you had good rhythm. I was surprised.
Not bad.
So a lot of people look at me the same way.
Seasoned vet.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
seasoned vet.
I felt like leaning back like this, bobbing the head. It was great. Good. But so far what we're seeing in this particular game is Quincy Miller, who started out, I thought, too aggressive, not getting the ball to Kevin Murphy, has absolutely taken over for the three-headed monsters. By himself, battling the three-headed monsters back into this game. You can see the shot chart right there. And this is the Big 3 Heat Vision powered by Microsoft. Got an inside, a lot of outside, but he's got 16 points, and he's doing his thing.
Great theater to close that first half. Three-headed monsters behind. A lot of mistakes, missing shots. Meanwhile, Ryan Hollins set the tone early for the Triplets.
Yeah, Hollins doing a great job of getting behind the defense. So right here, he's getting a couple easy chippies. Obviously, the energy with the dunks. But here he is, behind the defense. Anytime that happens, finishing through contact, Hollins has been great in the absence of Joe Johnson.
First half numbers, overall, Triplets shot the ball better, and rebounds, advantage to the Triplets. But again, three-headed monsters, you see 7 of 19. Miller kept them in it in that first half.
Yeah, and I expect Kevin Murphy, because of how great of a player he is, to have a bigger half in the second half, and he starts out with an assist to Jamario Moon.
So Jamario Moon chance at 3.
Yeah, good catch. There's the slap across the face. Finishes. Free throw is always big in the Big 3. Knocks it down.
He played 5 NBA seasons. Jamari Moon, Scal, a lot of years in the Big 3 with the Triplets, Ghost Ballers. Before that, a former three-headed monster. He's back with his original team. Hollins with the stuff, and Gennaro Pargo finds him again.
And that's all because of the pace of Gennaro Pargo coming off that high pick and roll.
Big answer from Hollins. Murphy swarms, bodies into Pargo. Can't hit. Gennaro again with the triple.
Big shot. And Pargo was saying at the half, these guys are jawing too much. And that's exactly what we saw.
Foul on Gennaro Pargo, back to the dunk.
Yeah, here it is, because downhill creates separation. Separation creates confusion. And then Hollins over the top with the screen.
Hollins out there with the Pargo brothers. Kevin Murphy against Jeremy. Got it! And the foul. Tough shot, Kevin Murphy.
Love this possession from Kevin Murphy. Got the ball on the rip. Didn't wait till the defense could set to him. Got the contact. One of the best in the Big 3 at getting to the free throw line and converting. Now he's going to go to the line for three-point play.
Top scorer in the league. Points per game, total points. Unable to connect. Murphy with Mahmoud and Moon out there for the three-headed monsters. Jeremy Pargo got by Mahmoud and was fouled. Scal, it's amazing watching him.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
He's 53.
Yeah.
He's in better shape than all of us in the arena. And the diet,
Yep.
the mindset, everything he puts into it, he's just in the right place physically and mentally.
And he takes, and at that age, you're taking care of your body. You're doing extra stretching. You're doing all that type of stuff, and that's great to see.
Rainmaker. Oh, you could hear the players hit the deck. Murphy took the worst of it. Foul here is on Hollins. Pull up for Mahmoud. And the rebound to Hollins. Triplets 32, three-headed monsters 25. And they're going to inbound on the side. Foul here is on Murphy and fighting through that screen.
Yeah, Murphy trying to jam up Hollins. Doesn't want him to get, like I said before, behind the defense. He picked up a foul. Oh, that's going to be out of bounds.
That's coming our way. Active hands by our stage manager, Kim.
Kim did a good job releasing that ball. You should have zipped a bounce pass.
She's got Scalabrini energy, by the way. It's legit.
She's got what?
Scalabrini energy.
Oh, yeah. But you don't have that, Ed? There you go, Mahmoud. There's that 53-year-old we were talking about. Knocked down that shot. Now he's got to get a stop.
5-point game. Let's listen in to Lisa Leslie leading the Triplets.
Come on, Ryan! Come on! Go. You got Ryan.
No, not happy. Ryan Hollins gave up 2 offensive rebounds. Can't wait to hear this.
Ryan, you got a little bit too many antics, brother. Listen to me. On the box out, you just got to pursue the ball. Let go after the ball, and then you might get the foul. But you doing all of this stuff, but you're so tangled up with him, they're not going to give you anything. We got to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Take a rip.
Scout, that was an awesome look at the dynamic between coaches.
Sure that Ryan Hollins probably agreed with Lisa Leslie. Yeah, you're right. I'm getting caught up in too many things.
Alonzo G against Moon. Went right to him. And Moon stripped it out of bounds with 1 to shoot.
One thing to note, Lisa Leslie, 5th all-time in the WNBA in all-time rebounds. So obviously she knows what she's doing. So 1 second on the shot clock. You gotta be prepared and ready.
Pargo launches and wave it off. It came after the shot clock expired. Well, let's continue the conversation on the Hall of Famer Lisa Leslie. Still 5th all-time most rebounds in WNBA history. Candace Parker is 9 away from moving into 5th past Lisa Leslie. And Sylvia Fowles, retiring at the end of this year, is number 1. Moon over Pargo. By the way, Scal, Lisa Leslie, not 1, not 2, 4 Olympic gold medals.
Oh, yeah. They never lose.
Pargo nearly had a 4-point shot. Gets it back from his brother. Down low to G. A lot of contacts, and G is whacked.
Let's take a look. Oh, man. It feels like sometimes when I watch, like, okay, how is that a foul versus the other one's not a foul? It's like, you know, I think players in general, I think they just want consistency.
Yeah.
Is it going to be physical or is it not? Like, are we going to call that or are we not going to call this?
Two points for Alonzo G. Triplets, a 34-30 advantage. Fouls here. Three-headed monsters are already in the bonus. They've committed 3 thus far. They'll play a big part down the stretch, the free throw shooting. Miller fires, had to heave it up, gets his own rebound, and finishes.
Oh, that's great hustle by Quincy Miller. And they're going to hit him with a delay game.
It's getting good between those two.
Yeah. he is fun. He's fun to watch.
Gennaro Pargo against Moon here. Moon has to clear. Murphy blows by G. Skies, finger rolls good.
I love when Kevin Murphy takes the ball on the rip and attacks, like on that possession right there.
Tie game at 34. Game 5 of the ball out. No ISO Joe, no Rashard Lewis. We've got a good one here in Dallas. Tied up in Dallas at 34, the Triplets and the Three-Headed Monsters. And a big reason why the Three-Headed Monsters got back in this game, Scal, the play of Quincy Miller late in that first half.
Quincy Miller was great in the first half. Just letting the game come to him after the first about 5 or 6 possessions. And he was jawing with guys on the sideline. It didn't matter. He kept going, kept hooping, inside, outside, confident. Look at that shot. He had a great first half, and now here he is in the second half still impacting winning. And I think that his solid play has opened up the floor for Kevin Murphy. So when I look at this game, so obviously if Joe Johnson is on the floor, he's the best player on the floor. Right now I look at Kevin Murphy as the best player on the floor. So in this tight game, is the best player going to lead their team to victory? But Quincy Miller has definitely done his job today. And also give credit to Jamario Moon. I feel like he's starting to defensively play a lot better than he did in the first 5 minutes of this game.
Major decisions coming for the Three-Headed Monsters. When the guys come back, we're talking about Rashard Lewis, Jonathan Simmons, both still out. All right, Saturday next week here in Dallas on Via DAZN and the Big 3 youths, beginning with Bivouac and the Killer Threes, who looked great earlier in their win to pick up their 3rd victory of the season. Triplets and the Ghost Ballers, followed by Tri-State and the Three-Headed Monsters. And Sunday afternoon on CBS at 1 Eastern, it's Power and the Aliens, followed by the Ball Hogs and Threes Company, and then the Enemies facing the defending champion in Trilogy. That's going to be week 6. We are heading into the home stretch of the regular season, Scal.
Yeah, you got enough. You go out in the sun when we're here down in Dallas? No way, right? You don't walk around with a big hat on or anything?
I stick with the air conditioning.
Yeah, I kind of feel
no
like
rays,
you would.
No
Yeah,
sun.
I kind of feel that way about you. But yeah, we're getting closer to the end of the season and getting closer to that playoffs in Atlanta.
Are you saying I need
a
little more burn?
I'm not saying anything.
G with the stuff.
Hey, nice pass by Ryan Hollins. Catching the ball, had more poise on that possession, and hit that right over to G.
All right, for the three-headed monsters, Miller, Moon, Murphy. Fires over Pargo, Quincy Miller. Hollins, along with G and Gennaro Pargo. G bodies into Murphy, layup missed the rim. You hear them scream to Moon, he didn't have to clear. Posting up the smaller Pargo. Murphy fades and hits.
Goodness. He knew exactly where Ryan Hollins was. Did not matter to probably our league's best scorer right now. Goes right over the top and shoots over the outstretched arms of Hollins and Pargo.
Hollins slams it down against Miller. And for now, no love lost.
Here we go. Here we go. How about a lot of jawing going on here? I think we bring the fire and just have him play one-on-one.
That for the win?
No, just have him keep going. Nice pass. Miller comes over. Hollins with the dunk, and then nose to nose.
A 2-point game. Oh, whistle from the backside. Pargo into the back of Moon with the foul.
That's going to be shots.
They've been in the bonus for a while. Well, it deserves Scal another look. Ryan Hollins.
Here we go. Hollins goes up. Miller comes into the screen. You know, that's a good challenge. I mean, that's not on his head or anything like that. And then the antics pick up. Here we go. Like two prize fighters talking it up. Big miss. You got to make free throws when you're in the bonus.
I like what Miller did. He challenged and he made a business decision as G gets free to the rim.
Lisa Leslie's pumped up right now.
Stop and go. Mahmoud. Murphy against Jeremy Pargo. Leans in and he scores.
So good. He is so good operating in the post.
He is a ridiculous scorer. And now with 15. Blow by. Good adjustment by Moon. G stripped by Mahmoud. All right, Murphy with 9 to shoot against Jeremy Pargo. One-legged. Hollins with the box out. Teardrop goes down for Jeremy Pargo. 4-point shot. Kevin Murphy nails it.
What a gamer. That ties it at 42.
Top scorer in the Big 3. Game of the day?
So far.
It's looking that way. Jeremy Pargo. Look down low. B. Pargo again for 3. And Murphy is there. Crunch time in Dallas in the ball out of game number 5. 4 to shoot. Mahmoud to his left.
Oh!
Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf at age 53.
In the eyeball.
Pargo into traffic. Answers, and we're tied up again.
What a game.
Tied up at 44. Mahmoud thought about it, wants Murphy to cut, and we get a whistle on the dive. Foul on G.
Oh, that's a tough foul because that's going to be a shot. Take a look. Kevin Murphy for 4. That tied it up at the big shot at that moment. Oh, they brought him back. I thought they would definitely bring Miller back. This is a big free throw.
One shot for 2. And the lead. Good. Point game now for the three-headed monsters. What a turnaround.
Big time turnaround.
They could win with a 4-point shot. Murphy, this for the win.
Oh my God!
Kevin Murphy with the big 4-point shots in Dallas, and the three-headed monsters win it. Sheer brilliance from the Big Three's leading scorer. Kevin Murphy delivers. A 25-point night and 2 massive 4-point daggers. And this for the victory. Tied the game with a 4, and he wins it, not to be denied. 50-44, the three-headed monsters pick up their 4th win. Kevin Murphy is with Scal.
All right, I'm here with a tale of 2 halves here. First of all, what were you thinking as this game started, CJ?
That we came out sluggish, and we just didn't take control of the game like we supposed to. Like, we just came out sluggish. We do this all the time. We come out sluggish, and I keep getting on him every day about him not doing enough. Even though he's the leading scorer in the Big Three, he's still not doing enough. And he always said, "You right." Every time I said, he said, "You right, you right. I got to do more." So today, he proved to me that, hey, it's almost enough. We're almost there.
So, what clicked for you to start taking over this game?
Man, you know, you just got to, when you playing in the game, when you in game and you see how they guard you, as you can see, the first half, they double me every time. So I'm trying to get, that's how Q got going. We needed them big shots. Towards the second half, I just started doing what I would do.
Now, no matter what, no Rashad, no Reggie Evans, you seem to always find a way. Is this, we don't know a lot about you before you got to here. Is this who you always have been?
Man, I always been the same person, man. You can look it up, Google it. Everywhere I've been the same person. And like I said, this Big Three, like you said, you didn't know me before this Big Three put me on the map, and I appreciate it.
What do you got to do to keep this up?
Do enough. That's it.
Do enough. Thanks, guys.
All right, Scal, what a performance. Kevin Murphy with 25, and the three-headed monsters ride him to a victory over the Triplets. In Dallas, 5 games down. We got 1 left in the ball out. It's coming up right after this.